Hello, my name is Van, nicknamed Chuck of Chuckcouver, Washington, USA, and this is Van's Talk Show Celebrity Interview Show, which is on both YouTube and Talk Show, and the Talk Show call ID number for this show is 128177. This show is being recorded and everything said within it will go into the public domain for the eternity of all mankind. Even if the sleaze stacks from Land of the Lost take over the planet, this show will still be in the public domain for them to listen to and enjoy. The devil himself could not remove it from the damn public domain. Everyone is entitled and encouraged to copy and reproduce and in all of this hot mess of a show, though I have no idea why anyone would want to waste their time doing that unless you have no life like that crazy son of a bitch Chuck Van Hoyt. You do not need permission to waste your time in republishing this godforsaken show. Go ahead and do it as you see fit. What the hell do I care if you want to waste your time? To find more of these shows, either go to the upper right corner of any Talk Show page and in the search box enter 128177, or on YouTube do a search for Van Chuckcouver, but be careful because there are tons of imposters out there such as that lunatic Chuck. Well, now that my long-winded boring intro is over and done with, it is time to get on with this show. I want to start off by saying I am sorry about my guest tonight. He is one of the most boring buffoons walking the planet today. I mean, this guy could put a dead man to sleep just by saying hello to him. A gaggle of geese flew into power lines just to get away from having to hear his voice. I do not even remember what the hell his name is. This jackass is just that boring. Tell everyone who in the hell you are.
Daniel, in the den.
Oh, that's right. You are that weird man that eats pretzels and flings his headset all over the damn place during everyone's show. Tell us, Caption Crunch, where did you get your start boring people to death with your podcast ranting?
Blog Talk Radio.
Blog Talk Radio was not where you wanted to do your show, was it? Tell us all where you actually wanted to do your show.
Full Gamut Radio.
Why there? What the hell is so great about Full Gamut Radio?
Music, sports, talk shows.
Who finally let you on Full Gamut Radio?
Bear Fan Ron.
He did not let you on there until you gave him some of your stuff. What did you have to give him so you could put everyone to sleep on that station?
Wild beasts, creeping things, and birds of the air.
You ended up stopping your show before too long. Why was that?
A lot of things going on in the summertime.
So what in the hell would some boring buffoon like yourself be doing in the summer beside it, whittling a new boat paddle out of some old chair you found by the side of the road? I mean, tell us, what could you have possibly been doing that would make you stop doing your craptastic show?
Physical act of murder.
You would do what?
Go out and shoot or stab or strangle another human being to death.
Who would you murder? I mean, you look about as menacing as a baby kitten.
Guys at work.
Where in the blue hell did you work? I mean, for you to kill anyone, those guys either had to be as weak as a popcorn fart or some limp-wristed queen. Tell us, Daniel, who would have ever employed you?
The Gap.
You do know it is against the law to kill someone, right?
People don't have to obey the laws.
Oh yes, they do, deranged son of a bitch.
Must just not have gotten the memo.
Well, perhaps you put yourself to sleep when that was passed around you, coma-inducing slap knot.
I would think not.
Well then, something went haywire in that goofy head of yours for you to do all of that. Let's move on, shall we? Daniel, my audience sent in some question to find out a little about you. One of my audience would like to know, what do you like to eat and drink besides pretzels?
Shrimp, shellfishes, baby back ribs, eating a pizza because there's pepperoni in it.
Oh my. I am surprised with you eating all of that crap that you are not as fat as a house, or at least as big as Bear Fan Run is. How do you whiz all of that crap down? What do you do to quench your thirst?
Drinking blood.
Well, now I do not know if you are really boring or the sickest son of a bitch I have ever met. So Daniel, another audience member wanted to know what you think is the best thing the country of Peru has.
Supposedly the greatest healthcare system in the world.
Mud would like to know who your first crush was.
My own brother.
Oh my, your answers are some of the weirdest I have ever heard. I am starting to wonder if you were not dropped on your head when you were a little baby. You have to be one of the nuttiest boobs I have ever met.
Appreciate it.
Daniel, I have to ask you, what was your childhood like? For you to be as screwed up like you are, something must have happened to you to make you this way? What would your father tell you to do when you were young?
Go out and play in the road. Go run out into the street willy-nilly.
Well, it is obvious he did not care any more about you than most people do. I would not be surprised if having you on my show might have just killed it for good, because you are so weird yet also so boring. I have to end this now before I string a rope up through the rafters and hang myself out of sheer boredom. Is there anything else you would like to bore us all with before you go back to whittling and eating like a hog?
Thank you for listening. Be sure to come back. And as always, be sure to tell your friends, be sure to tell your family, and be sure to tell your Sunday school teachers about the end of days.
Well, I do hope everyone does come back after having this goofball son of a bitch on. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Van's Talk Show Celebrity Interview Show. I promise that my next guest will not be as much of a Wilbur milquetoast as this fool was. Now, if you will all excuse me, I am going to go and run headfirst into a wall so I can try and get the memory of this show out of my head.